What did you ask me the other day where I did the Palpatine thing? I don't remember.
Do it.
Oh.
Oh, Sin was on chat with Jess. I can't remember now. But I know Sin was on chat with Jess and was like, what the fuck did he say?
Forget.
Bring
Yeah,
Skywalker
what was
to
it?
me.
Or something, I don't remember.
Oh wait, we thought you said stew it because you were making food.
Yeah, I can't remember though. Like, Quinn asked me something like, what does Emperor Palpatine say when this happens? And I said, like, screw it or something. I don't remember.
I thought you said stew it.
Emperor Palpatine, what do we do with all these tomatoes? Stew it!
Stew it. Yeah, there we go.
How about you
Stew
said
it.
screw it, and I thought you said,
I thought he said do it. Yeah.
Well, originally
Stew.
Palpatine said do it. But the jokes is making it sound like it.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Smite. We're here with the Crusade game, and
Yeah, another game where she's running.
we are waiting for Junior to show up, but we'll just have him jump in whenever he gets here. He's gonna Sam Riegel his way in, and yeah.
Sam Riegel.
In the earlier days, he was always running
Roll.
late.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just...
Well, you can only make up for it if he's funny and he like sells merchandise.
No, that's kind of my job. Just like that. Anyway, I turn it over.
turn a lot of people off.
Sad Crusader noises.
Sad Crusader noises.
Previously, out.
Alright, well, Doggo, seeing as you've already started, why don't you give us the details?
Well, I don't remember much of the details because I think last time was primarily just a fight, right? Or did we lead into it?
Last time was primarily the fight. Like, we end.
And now, more fighting. We're actually half fighting because someone decided to fart a fog cloud all over us.
Sajin gave us cover, and Colin gave us stealth.
And I decided I died. Not by my hand. To my dismay.
I warned them.
So I was just gonna fucking leave.
And I'm pretty sure that me and you are almost the fuck out of there, aren't we?
Pretty much. I'm at like the little interest dot.
Is it everybody's
I don't know about the rest of them, but I would hope yes. Cause a little bit of mayhem and violence and fucking leave. Because they brought it on themselves.
Trying to stretch.
Probably is.
Alright,
Too much wanking.
Very funny.
You see them.
Yeah, wait, we're hiding. We're leaving, right?
I mean, that's what I thought, but I mean...
Fucking dude, I
I
go with
mean,
the
no
walk.
guts, no glory, dark tiefling.
Okay, so I'm going to just blindly walk, I guess. So in this, I can only do half my movement, right?
Unless you double move, then you can do your full.
Oh. I gotta even see what my shit is. So do I have any idea where the roads are? Can I at least see buildings?
I would,
You can see ground.
in order to not, like, whack yourself against something.
Okay. Hell.
I call bullshit on some of that because I feel like I could stumble through the dark or through a fog pretty quick. But that's just me.
Well, yeah, but just saying half movement is easier than doing, like, 2/3 or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to walk through people?
At least for anyone that's not,
Okay.
basic
Only
ass
before your friends
30.
are dead.
The only people you're not allowed to walk through are threatening people.
Okay. said, friends are dead.
Okay, I'm stopping there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to lose you guys.
Moving on then. Believe Fluffy, that's you.
Pretty sure.
All right. Well, he's just gonna do the same thing he's been doing. Drag Sajin out and ghost quietly.
Okay. Alright, as you come out of the fog cloud, you catch up with your comrades who are also beelining to the exit, and you notice the guards of the town watching you warily. Though their hands are on their swords, they haven't drawn yet.
Be conspicuous.
I don't remember if I had a set stealth or not. What?
12. Your set self looks like a 12.
My passive is higher than that.
Or 13.
Well, my passive is higher than that too.
Well, good. You can see yourself while you stealth. I'm so good. I'm star of how not to be seen.
Wait, no, it's not 12 because it's whatever plus 10 because I have given us all the super stealth.
Ah, so probably 22.
That brings us to you, Dago.
And I'm out.
So you leave the town.
Well, I leave right there. Is that the edge of town altogether? I thought it was just this section.
That's the exit of the town.
Oh.
Because my scaling is awesome.
Okay.
Not up to me.
No, that's what I'm asking them.
I'm
Just leave
gonna try.
Alright, let's just leave town then. Out the bottom with me.
Okay.
Bye.
So you leave town.
Yes.
Alright.
Unless I have to go through some kind of fucking customs. I have nothing to declare. Bye.
Probably it's not like the Chinese customs. You'll be there a month.
Slowly start heading to the exit, but keeps a glance back for the rest of everybody else. I believe that's JR. I don't know what to do when a player is not here, because
Just
I've never
move it.
played.
Just have him moving towards the exit should be fine.
Like he's gonna fight us. Really.
Everyone knew what the plan was at the end of last session.
Alright, anything else for
I ready myself to attack an incoming hostile.
Alright, fair enough.
Alrighty then.
Brings us to Kane.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move down here. Yeah.
Out.
Yep.
If I only had a brain.
Fuck.
He moved awfully quick.
Jess, your character hears the approaching footfalls of the running after, skim your back as they reach for you.
Reach out and touch faith.
Bringing it to your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to do that.
You'd like to do it?
Disengage if I can.
Or you could just double move and hope the disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, do I need to roll and then move, or move and then roll to see if I
No.
got hit?
Hold on. What's your armor class? Sure, it's higher than a 6.
Fifth square and the square that are double.
That's your
Possible.
first movement.
Okay.
Yeah, so like your first movement would be pretty much to the end there, and then you would have a full 30.
5 would be 10. It was 60 if I count that first one as.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I gotta go get my vape juice that's not empty.
Well, you already left.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
guess
saying.
Colin's
I was
only
lying about
hanging
it.
around so long as Sajin is.
Once.
Shit, so technically I don't have to leave.
Yeah, and my character kind of was on his.
Like the Necro from D2.
I look like a sentient piece of chocolate.
Hey, I'm human, so we're all good.
Ugh.
Kind of plain and boring looking.
In this kind of a campaign, that's not a bad thing.
I agree.
Oh.
Hey,
Unlike
fair
the
skin,
pro
brown hair,
demon over
fucking
here.
decent height. Nothing's crazy. Somehow, some way.
Fuck this.
Hold on. Would you mind if I borrowed your laptop charger?
Yes.
Well, she won't have yours until you come visit.
I don't have the laptop anymore. I give it away.
Well, then doubly on it, like not
Thank you.
applicable. Though for the morning streams, I think I am gonna start wearing a sign that says like "not actually dead." I just look that way. I'm a night person, you bastards.
Just endlessly waiting for people to go, or?
No, she's building a map.
Oh, okay.
I'm not one of those amazing DMs who prep for everything. I just kind of wing it.
I've ship prepped. I just kind of had what I wanted on hand.
Like the choice of background. Cool. I can deal with that.
Oh, you do it in my swamp.
Alright.
Your swamp. My swamp.
This looks like from Princess Bride with the
Rodents of unusual size.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was so swampy looking. It was supposed to be just foresty.
It's fine.
Whatever, I was right.
Ambrosius.
Not like we're in the fucking.
Dead man tell no tales.
So you
Okay, they're
guys-
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I like it.
You guys head out of Athvir and into the surrounding forest. You guys go ahead and tell me between you and the town.
I would definitely think that's a good idea.
go with the only one who answered.
Sorry, I was waiting for other people. I agree. I feel like that's a smart thing.
I think wisdom dictates get the fuck out, and that's probably my character's highest stat. Yes, it is. My character says, "Fuck you, we're out."
Well, I mean, you can, but likelihood is you're going to end up unhappy.
I'm never happy.
That's fine.
I mean, the way I see it, we've got super stealth for like a little less.
And can my character also make sure we're not leaving any tracks behind?
That's what Pass Without a Trace is for.
Is that what he has up?
And put some safe distance between yourself and Athfir. And it's unless you want to push on.
Do we want to push on or get the fuck out even further?
I mean, those were the
Anybody
same
else?
option for evening. You guys have pretty much had a full day between getting on a boat, traveling, getting.
This should serve us well for now.
Alright, Scary Metal Man says yes.
Better.
I wouldn't suggest making a camp out in the open, though. We might try to find somewhere to hide ourselves away.
Do I see anything suitable around? As far as a hidey hole or maybe like
Only a survival.
survival?
Roll a 2.
Wow. With a survival like that and I still roll that? Fucking what the hell is wrong with this shit?
Loser!
You know what?
Oh,
If-
that's,
if-
you know,
Yeah, my druid.
good work.
So, you are able to lead everybody to kind of this like almost curved wall of trees that seem to be bowing together towards the earth, and it'll
is
offer.
there anything
Uh-huh.
about it weird? Anything weird about it other than the fact that it is kind of curving inwards? Do I notice anything?
This
No?
forest is old and has some oddly grown trees.
Got it. Do I know where the hell we are?
You know that you're in the forest outside of Athapir?
Do I know, is there anything
every time I
about
say
the
it.
forest?
And as Colin was stationed here, he would offer up any knowledge he has if this question is being posed.
Well, Kane, you know enough about these lands. You had spent a brief time exploring them.
Got it.
But
So,
you are able to find this kind of shaping of trees that give you cover from one side.
Alright. Well, we should build our fire closest to the covered area so that it doesn't give off any.
Fair enough.
Is my character like building the fire too or something? What's going on? Mr. Melted Man is building a tent.
Doggo said he was building a tent. I
Oh,
don't know if
Doggo's
that's
building a
not
tent.
what he
Okay,
said.
your dress. We don't even want to go near you.
You keep your gun at herbacephalates.
Colin will
Sharing is
probably,
caring.
as they are setting up camp and building fires, whatever they're doing, a watch looking for torches.
Okay.
Are they that obvious? They bring torches into a freaking forest?
I mean,
Not everybody's
Looking
creative.
for,
not
they're
everybody-
predominantly human, and if they're looking for people in a dark forest, I would assume, yeah, they.
He is his own light source.
He glows with righteous fire.
All kind of dingy and burnt. There's no sheen. I will go about securing the perimeter.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I will make the fire.
Sage
And,
will
yeah.
help gather firewood.
I don't. I'll stay in some bear traps and shit. I don't want to wander.
Yeah, and it's always with your
Okay.
hoish characters. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's a sign. Quit being a filthy hoe bag.
Yeah, she even she even can attract a Shia LaBeouf. I mean, come on now.
To this
I have
thing.
to finish
We're
that.
fine.
I have to finish that encounter.
Yeah, you do. Cordyceps.
So was Colin able to find a good vantage point to keep a lookout for wandering torches?
You easily enough find a tree climbable and clear enough in the higher realms of it that it will suit your needs.
Now don't
Okay.
tie yourself to it in case of snake.
Alright. You
I
guys
am gonna have my.
does anybody do you guys have ration? A few. I think
No. We got supplemented with Swarma from the place where we took the boat from. But yeah, I'm probably down at least a couple.
I mean, how many rations are we gonna be down?
how many did you have?
I have 10. Or
Ten's
at least
still
I'm. Yeah.
I would say you guys probably took enough to get to the village, plus a handful of extras.
It looks like I don't have ration.
You should, unless you. Oh, you did take a different.
Because I feel like it's been about like 5 days of travel.
I don't know.
So
I
I'm
don't know.
starving to death.
I don't know
And
how
it's a
long it's.
thing.
how
Fair.
much we bought for them.
Couldn't my character or our characters have like found things on the way potentially?
Hunt for something?
You can.
Which
attempt.
is why I'm asking if we need to
Yeah.
have you guys hunt.
Yeah, I apparently don't have rations, so I am starving to death and need to hunt.
Or I
Jess,
make the
would
fire, I can
say-
go help her.
Jess, I would say that you left your home knowing that you were going to be gone for a bit. You would have brought at least 10 rations. Be nice to the cat, or I will kill you.
Oh, he's so insistent of being in my lap and stuff.
Okay, so 10 rations you think I had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and you think I went through how many?
I think you guys have been traveling for 5 days.
Oh, 5 rations.
How do
I
I...
think so.
I've been tracking this shit. Give me 1 second.
They are called rations.
Okay. Okay. I still want to hunt though, if I can.
If you want to hunt, you are more than willing to.
I'd be willing to able to assist.
You can go ahead and roll me a survival
There we
first.
go.
Me?
Assist. So, Jess, you go ahead and roll your survival.
I'm gonna say 4.
Fuck
Ah!
you. I mean, I did roll it.
You're welcome for the assist.
Wait, no, I rolled a 6. Never mind.
Alright, even with the assist, you struggle.
You do terrible.
You struggle hard.
Let me at least catch a squirrel.
Well, I was gonna let you catch a bunny, but if you prefer...
Squirrel.
Alright, so you are able to catch 1 single squirrel.
Yeah.
You are sad.
Up against the frickin' like bark of a tree and just be like, why?
You were the one that wanted a sister. You should have took point.
Anyway, so you point out, like, the squirrel, you point out multiple things for it to shoot, for Holok to shoot, and Holok shoots the squirrel out of, like, all the...
Listen, my
God.
bad skill, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait till level I can like raise dead.
Something against squirrels is what I'm hearing.
Could I have
Yeah, with your survival, I would say that you would have done just
You can
fine
find your
gathering.
own food. And
That's
point at
cool.
squirrel.
Alright. I think my character will try a vegetarian diet of fucking like mushrooms and shit.
Mushrooms, some berries.
Little you know,
Some
the mushrooms
herbs.
are grown by the fucking spore druid.
That was a thing. Like druids had to be vegetarian.
Not concisely, no, but
I mean, I could deal with that.
You sure you could give up thick sausage?
I don't care for sausage, but whatever.
his ass.
Uh,
Cleanse that
Actually-
vile body you call a temple.
My
know-
character?
Hey,
Yes, you.
Hey, you know what's-
You want to go at it, huh?
oof.
I don't want it. I just don't want to have to
I can't get rid of it.
Fix
the
it.
gonorrhea is airborne now.
Oh god.
Little do you know it's not airborne. I just touch you all while you're sleeping.
We should quarantine that character.
I'm resistant to necrotic shit.
Sam, they're picking on me.
Not
They're
playing a
just
hoish
jealous
character.
of my character's sweet cheek.
So you guys return to camp and everybody is able to set into whatever.
Did I gain anything on that adventure as well?
Were you hunting for meat?
No, I didn't do meat. I was looking for like herbs and
Yes.
And
you were
other
able to
little
gather-
foods and
She
shit.
wants to be a weird fucking vegan.
You're able to grab a few mushrooms. Okay, with your roll, just add 2 rations. You have 2
Alright.
vegetarian rations? Question mark?
sounds.
Anywho, as far as chowing down, Colin is just gonna nibble on a ration as he maintains his watch. Only introduced yesterday, so there was no reason he should have had used any.
Yep, that's fair. So you all gather around the fire.
Now you're in the realm of the entity. Now you see hooks and hear generators. And strange lockers.
Alright, Pri is tending to the fire.
Actually, can you be trusted with fire?
Well, he didn't set himself on fire.
No, but he was
Fire-
set on fire.
The fire never bothered him anyways, it's fine.
Fire bothered me plenty. I will simply make sure that it is contained.
Cat's slowly sinking into the nether.
Is there anything you all are doing or saying or anything else before we set watch for the night?
My victorious hunt.
Oh, a squirrel.
What are you doing with your squirrel?
Eating it, apparently.
No, I don't say I'm content with eating it. I think I'm going to put it above the fire where it can slowly turn into jerky overnight. Squirrel on a stick.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's not how
Okay.
that works at all.
Let me
Well,
check
my
the-
character doesn't know that, and she's gonna attempt it.
My
We'll see
character
how
will
it turns
stop
out.
her as quick as possible when he sees what the hell she's doing.
Good luck with all your burn.
Now,
Okay, then I guess I'll roast it and eat it then. Damn.
You go ahead and roll
Roasting.
me.
On an open fire.
Wait, no, it's Jessica, not Sam.
oh, with okay.
Not a save.
I realized that with this.
Okay.
You
You
do
make-
Oh
better
my
on an unmodified wisdom save than you do a modified one.
Stole some of what Sin had collected in the forest.
Fuck you, vegetarian.
But it is a delicious squirrel.
I mean, it's whatever.
It's like that scene. in
Because,
Ratatouille, it's like, oh,
honestly,
rosemary and some chives would work.
Get as we travel.
That's fine. I'm going to be done before you settled in for the evening, or shall we choose our watch?
Colin is just
I wouldn't mind taking you the next watch or the last watch. It wouldn't really bother me.
How many of us
What kind of sleep does this character need?
Yours
full
is
8 hours.
full.
Are you not an elf? Then normal.
I'm a tief, so I didn't know how they work.
Yeah, only
Pretty
elves.
much just elves.
Well, Fluffy can,
Fuck them.
I believe, take an 8-hour watch.
Again.
Yeah, but
You said
the way Quinn and I've designed that dragon race is, you choose a other race to pair it with, and if you choose elf,
Oh yeah, and if you pair it with an elf, yeah, you just have the
Oh.
reduced sleep.
I
Oh, well then if you want me to elf sleep, I'll take it, but I have the shit for dragon.
okay, well then you're probably mixed with a human. Do you want to change it now that you have that knowledge? Okay.
Fancy dragon. We'll find a fancy dragon.
And we'll say you need 8 hours of sleep. That's. I think you all are getting 8 hours. Okay.
Well, depending on how many of us there are, it's 4 shifts minimum. Do we want any of them to be doubled up?
I'd say if we were going to double them up, probably the first couple, because that's when the church is most likely to catch up.
I will take into the second watch.
Okay, we've got 2 for second. Okay.
They'll take one of the last 2.
You go ahead and take the second to last, and Sajin will take last.
Okay.
Okay. So, first watch goes to Fluffy and Hollock, so you guys roll your perceptions.
Don't do terribly. Too late.
Just want to see hers. Oh, nice! Now I'm going to feel really
Mine
bad if I fail. Aww.
Well, you almost crit. What the fuck?
Okay, so you guys,
You see another squirrel.
your watch passes uneventful. You
Well, as the day is finally catching up with him, Colin would climb out of the tree and find a empty spot somewhere
sure you
on the
don't-
ground.
Sure you don't want to tie yourself to a branch there, babe?
No, I'm good.
I'm ignoring Lotus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you do that?
One sec.
Because then you end up trapped for
It's
whatever
a good idea
tree
in theory,
dwelling shit.
just not practice.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a bad idea. I just had a really, really crappy roll.
Yeah, didn't see the snake coming to crawl up your ass.
Exactly.
Ribbed for your pleasure.
So that would bring us to Apri and Kane. Because I'm trying to learn characters' names.
Oh, there's technically 7 of us. But since we're not counting JR anyway, he's gonna go ahead and have a full nap.
Yeah, he's gonna sleep.
And then we put him in a barrel.
Oh, that was bad.
What?
I knew
You're
it.
like, oh, that's so bad. What, you fart? Yes.
Okay. Thanks
Holy
for
crap.
telling the class.
When I tell them I can't smell.
He's a lucky man.
Probably burned out. Like, oh, you vile woman.
So,
No, it was like that before I met her.
Sin, Quinn, rolls.
Wow.
News. Oh my god.
The trend continues!
Why?
You blind? You poke your own eyes out.
So,
No, I did well.
Sin, or Kane, sorry. You almost instantly fall right back to sleep. This has been your rounds. Much like you had before working for The people you had worked for before.
Before.
You
know,
Before.
keep a sharp eye out. You hear some movement far, far off near the city, but it doesn't concern you. Your shift ends with no particular concerns other than the fact that your shift partner fell asleep pretty quickly.
Kick him. Kick him away. He didn't do his shift.
Just
Should totally
roll
have
over.
Petty on him since he can do healing magic.
He's kind of
So keep
broken.
on stroking your ego, bitch.
Pretty
I
sure
can
just
heal with every stroke
Just
of my
about
blade.
everybody in this party can do some form of healing.
Oh, you're not getting kicked. You're just getting rolled over with the heel of my.
Yeah, no, when we say kick, physically. Not like
Yes,
out of the party.
I know. I know that.
You roll him over, and he continues to snore. He snores a little bit louder now.
Sounds like my.
Back. And with that, I will place the bones of the evening meal scattered about his head and face.
Oof.
Oh my god. I don't know why, but I was totally thinking about the Scraven.
We took bones from squirrels and small birds and made it into a nightmare amalgamation and used it to haunt people.
Was
Yes.
Jesus. I would probably think it's cool. Be like, hey, this goes on my shelf now.
Well, they would like put it like on the ground as he slept, like right next to his head, so he'd wake up, and that was the first thing he saw.
But, alright, next watch, please.
Small bits of skin, small bits of meat left over, draped across his face, bones.
You're gonna freak Sagen out when she has to do her watch.
But
You're gonna have meaty bits on your face.
No, the fact that it looks.
I was relaxing. But before I wake the others for their shift, just
Watch.
Okay. Alright, so you wake, you do your watch, you feel liberated despite have not gotten your full sleep, cat. Sorry. That incident. Except, you walk past the sleeping.
Sin. Right, disrespectful.
Do you do anything about it?
add to it.
I leave the bones mostly around. Just get the shit off his face.
Let's say you wouldn't have known. Should remove the shit.
He's still sleeping pretty hard.
Like, I don't know if half that remained from his dinner or what the hell happened. He had a midnight snack.
The shits and giggles of it.
Hey, as long as it's like animal bones and not like someone's legs missing.
It's clearly tiny animal bones.
I mean, Mr. Bacon Monster wouldn't care if it was like a churchman's femur or something.
Take that, heretic.
Alright. Okay, you need.
So that's how I wake her up.
She's going to give you a look of annoyance. Just like death glare status.
I'm not unfamiliar with death. I'm a stranger to death.
She'll shake her head at you and move to take her watch. Has returned to their sleep, correct?
Except for you, yeah.
Yep.
And that's when they hit.
Agree?
Yes, I said that I was sleeping leaning against a tree.
Okay. It is the warmth of the first morning rays that wake, and you wake to find that nothing had occurred over the night.
I mean, I guess all of us are awake now.
Yeah, Kane, you rouse yourself and sit up, stretched oddly of meat? Question mark? Decay? Question mark?
I'm going to just shake it off and look for some kind of like
Stream.
water around, or maybe some moss or something where I could just squeeze out some water just to freaking like wash my face.
Alright, so you're able to find kind of a collection of dew nearby in one
Got
of
it.
the tree trunks.
Haha. That
Everybody
would be an
roll
interesting
me-
drink, actually. Now that you think of it.
If everybody could roll me perception checks.
It's not going to be nearly as good as my last one.
I really hope it's better than my last one. Yeah, it's a little bit better.
15,
Still tried though.
16.
Oh.
5.
Good job.
What the?
Hey, I went from a
Damn.
20 to a 5. What do you want from me? It's not a 1.
I was doing my morning prayers.
Alright, so you set off to do your morning prayers.
I'm busy summoning my scythe from nothing.
Pollock is clearly still asleep.
It's
Oh,
a fucking
same thing.
5.
So, Colin, you're the first to notice. Sajin isn't here. Kane, returning back to your stuff after having cleaned your face, you do see a neatly folded piece of paper sitting atop your bag.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab it and read it, I guess.
We are the church. We have your woman.
Oh god. In Druidic, it informs you that she will return shortly. She doesn't tell you where she's gone off to, why she's gone off, but she'll return shortly.
Okay.
She's gonna get kidnapped by the church.
She's not gonna get kidnapped, shut up.
She's gonna get
Okay.
kidnapped.
Kane will just like scratch his head and kind of be like, I mean, I kind of have no choice but to kind of accept the fact that she kind of disappeared for a little bit, so I will just, you know, kind of give myself a set time limit of what to worry about.
Okay.
So kind of like within the next like 12 hours, if my character kind of just doesn't really see her or something, he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, where'd you see her?" You know.
When I went to wake her for a watch.
So,
Yes,
are you
this
informing everybody?
Character does not see her within like half of a day. He's gonna be
That's
like, "Yo,
a
what the hell?"
long time to wait for her.
Well,
I would
as
probably
soon
give
as
her like an hour tops.
you said something.
So you're just gonna go off tracking. Nobody's going to inform the party.
Well, I
I wanted to track down Sajin. Does my character have any wild shapes that would have the ability to track?
You can
Well,
shift into a wolf, and it does
yeah, I
give
mean, I could-
a bonus on
yeah.
perception for hearing and smell.
Yeah, I have a half right now as far as my. So I could actually, let's see, I can do wolf, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, so I mean, my character will. I guess instead of like
In a couple of hours.
then he would be starting to try and pick up track.
if he does ask me, my character will tell him though.
Last I saw was before I.
Colin, that I did receive a message from her folded up in my bag. If he did ask me, that she will.
Ooh,
Does it say where she went?
No, it does not. She said she will be back. And worst comes to worst, I can try and track her down.
The people of the village know that Sajin is really,
eccentric.
No, she's really, introverted, really.
Yeah,
super
kind of a
introverted.
loner sometimes. Kind of just goes off on her own, comes back, kind of thing.
A loner, even for a druid.
I mean,
Oh, you're druid.
druid.
You're a fucking druid weeb.
Well, they can make note of that and such. He's gonna try to pick up a trail regardless.
Alright, you go ahead and roll me a survival. Fair?
I'll fail.
Ever. But if that's where it leads,
You're-
If that's what he's doing, my character will be like a little bit
That's an
more
asshole.
worried.
So, you guys, by the time you know, pick up this trail and start getting ready to head out, a lengthy, youthful boy, like a teen boy, enters camp. They have these dark forest green eyes, pale skin dotted with freckles, and a crop of fluffy red curls. None of you have seen this person before in your life. Following close behind them is a young female, tan of skin, dark of hair, and blue eyes, carrying a large basket of baked goods.
What are they carrying? Do they seem like they have any kind of magical thing going on with them? Like any magical I don't know, items that they have? Like maybe a staff or something, anything noticeable? Yeah.
Alright. The girl, she seems very ordinary. You believe you saw it on one of the shops in passing. So it's safe to assume she's from the village. Have a familiar staff. In sorts. The pale wood of it. The boy perks and will nod at you, but not answer.
Yeah, fuck it, druids everywhere.
I fucking fake.
I just give you the side glance.
The female.
Wait, me?
Yeah, Mister, speaking your weird forest ching ching along language. Shut up. I have the problem when I can't hear myself and then I talk over myself.
That's fair.
So it
Yeah.
sounds poking your cat.
You can poke the cat all you want. Just keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, I'm poking your cat.
Stop poking my cat. He's gonna bite you. He's gonna rip into you, and I'm gonna laugh.
No, he's not.
He's enjoying it. God damn it, cat. Anyway.
Then he rips into you. Like, ha! Vengeance is mine.
The girl will be the first to speak up to the group of you. I heard that perhaps you would like some breakfast. She'll...
I will walk forward in a non-aggressive manner and hold out
It's
my
like poison.
hand.
She'll have
Like-
the basket to you.
What?
The basket does, yes.
And does Colin notice that?
Yeah, you definitely indicate it for one of the...
Does Colin
That
recognize
shop-
him?
Does that shop raise any concerns?
You do know that none of the townspeople were pleased to have the church there.
Ah.
Okay.
Would I be able to go ahead and tell him? I'm assuming he's heard me speaking Druidic. I'm assuming Colin saw or heard whatever.
Colin probably...
What?
Did, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and turn to Colin with the basket and say, judging by their arrival and what she just said, and the fact that the young boy can understand Druidic, I don't see any reason as to distrust.
Sigh and take the basket.
A ruffle of papers towards you came.
Wait, she gives the papers to me?
Yes.
Okay.
They are smoking
Uh,
papers.
I will look at the papers and I guess I will read them.
The paper, the first paper you see is a notice. And it is short but penned well, informing the town that there were demons summoned, and that all should be cautious of such. Under it, do you have an issue? Under it is a crude, round face with exaggerated horns. You can sort of relate the image to Hollick. Under that
It's gonna
one,
turn that picture to the others and be like, "Hey, look, they got your guys' good side."
It looks like a fucking kid's doodle of the fucking two demons that we travel with.
the next one is a thin face demon. Again, exaggerated horns, exaggerated teeth, exaggerated evil expression. And this one even has that twisty mustache on it.
And like the
I'm just gonna start laughing as I show them each of these.
Let's see. Along with this would be a picture of Leveria?
Laveriel?
Liv
Lavriel?
Lavriel?
Lavriel.
You?
Yeah, me.
Lavriel. It's more akin to who you are, but they strangely enough gave you a big fat hooked nose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm
turn.
sorry.
I'm gonna literally just
I'm gonna
go
go
ahead,
burn
show
the
him this,
town.
I'm gonna
Be
point
right
at the
back.
nose. I'm gonna be
It's
like, "Hey,
totally like making me think like racist depictions of Jews.
Kind of.
really? I was thinking like depiction of like witches with the crooked nose."
I'm just picturing the bit from fucking Rapunzel where they do the Flynn Rider wanted posters, and they always fuck up his nose. Everything else is fine,
Exactly.
but the nose is always fucked.
Right.
And like, aw, they even trying.
And finally,
Beautiful.
underneath this is a darkly shaded picture
Oh,
of
just a helmet.
yes, a crusader.
Saw him vent.
This is
Now, is
probably
this-
the most accurate drawing.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand that one to Mr. Bacon.
This offends me.
Ow, you're
An imposter.
He's worried about the whole like the title they gave him. Got it. I mean, on the bright side, it looks good.
And I will crumple it and throw it into the fire. Just to the true ways of our faith.
Listening to them go on, Colin will look to the girl. You were asked to give us these?
He saw them in our bakery and asked me if I'd bring them along without causing a ruckus and like an anthill, and it's almost amusing. They've been keeping us on our toes for a few weeks, and it's nice to see a turn of table.
Was it? There weren't 3 or so more?
No, these were the only ones.
So they didn't even get me. GG for human
Yep, the rest of you were able to.
without being fucked with.
I was one of those people, wasn't I? Right?
No, you're
No.
a fucking demon.
You look like a
Oh.
demon child, like a scary demon child.
Oh, that's great.
She
They
pretty
gave
much
you
is a
sharp
demon
teeth,
child.
warm tongue treatment.
True. Except and it's diseased, we assume. Nobody actually wants to touch it and check.
Pestilence.
I'm assuming that we. You know what? I'm just gonna turn to Colin and want to go on the search or ask them yourself.
Oh, I suppose the not.
Colin make some sort of check, or does he know what I'm pretty sure is happening here?
You can make.
Sight.
Do the what thing before?
The thing. You'll.
You do get an inkling of that is what's going on.
Like look over to Colin and be like, So what's going on?
Colin seems to be
We-
staring hard at the newcomers.
And find somewhere to sit and eat.
And I will also say that in Druidic to the boy, just in case, to make sure he truly understands.
Boy.
What are you saying to the boy?
To also, partake in the meal. Same thing I said to the girl.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he understood it in common or not, but,
Kind of look at all of you, a little bit wonder-eyed. So, what brought you all out to...
I'm going to go ahead and look over to Mr. How do you say your character's name, Quinn?
Apri.
Apri? Yeah, my character's gonna go ahead and look over to Apri. Kane's gonna say, hey, do you want to give them the rundown?
That's the one you want to be the face.
Why not? He has caused it.
Well,
This is
Only-
the only
Not the one you trust for diplomatic missions.
Yep.
True, but doesn't mean you can't give an explanation.
You're giving my
Nobody said it had to be a
literally
good
the only
decision.
person I think this has got to be my lowest charisma person I've ever made. I know,
Convince
but it's amusing that that I'm the face of anything.
I mean, that's fine. Scotty has a negative charisma and she's being a face of things.
I have a +5, and I got a fucked up nose drawn for my wanted poster, so what does that say?
The rest of you looks good.
Yeah, no, the rest of me looks
A
amazing.
lot of I have just straight angles for my picture. But anyway,
It's like they drew a
Sure, if it
They
makes you
drew
feel
you
better.
well because they know the helmet well.
with corruption and
Drawing your portrait's a lot like drawing Pyramid Head.
we are here to burn.
The girl looks intimidated. Well, you
Of intimidation.
do realize you look like the church, right?
He was the church once upon a time.
Completely burned, scarred.
Basically a skull.
Kind of. The skin is tight and dried, and
He's like Two-Face, except instead of a part, it's just
drawn
all of it.
very taut and close. Because the skin is
Will I notice her fear? Well, I will. Kane will interject upon his speech there, and mention that our character, the rest of us, not him, are originally from a village which was unfortunately attacked after he washed up on our bank, our little river bank there. Like, we are, in particular, trying to save our home. Everything thereafter is kind of to help him.
These heathens are of my blood.
Another note, Kane will.
We must purge the infection and bring the church back. Heretics have tainted it.
She seems to settle at your statement, and her expression hardens as she returns your look. I think that your statement's a little off. They've never been pure. They've always been running amok in the capital, and then somebody decided to let them loose. The church has never been good for the people.
I wouldn't know nothing about that though.
They are corrupt.
This is why I listen to the military.
Our I need.
You know, I never thought of this. What year is our what year are we in the game? Like, what is?
986, the year of our Lord.
Well,
What about 96?
I said 986, the year of our Lord.
is newly built.
The reason I was saying is because part of me is like, if they're saying that it's always been corrupt, and Apri is like they're corrupt because part of me, how long has he realistically been around?
Well,
Like, is he like, did he like worry, like he like skip time or something at some point?
Rip Van Winkle through his pseudo-death.
well, take into thought that when you were in Arthaver, however you pronounce it, it was not like this. It was free of the church's grasp. You had to follow and go to the capital as called, but for the most part, they were free of the ruling. And seeing as they were no longer the main port town, seeing as there was another port town, they kind of became their own little central area. And so, she is a young girl. She is speaking from the most current events.
Okay.
So, she doesn't know of a time when the church was not.
Okay.
Them being there, and we do not like what they've done to the people who've tried to stand up against them. So, if you want to backing, my father would, for one, would love to meet with you.
We still have to, of course, wait for our missing member.
She looks confused at the mention of your missing member. Well, I mean, I could talk to my dad. We run the bakery together, and he sent me to give these loaves to the hunters that are positioned not too far out of the city, but I didn't do that. So I'll go tell him that I didn't do that, and tell him that you guys want to meet with him. You get the idea that the movement lights you saw, kind of midnight area, was probably these hunters headed out.
What do we owe you for the food?
This chap covered it, and will kind of gesture to the young redhead who is just kind of fiddling about with a stick, fiddling with their stick.
Does he have a staff on him? Do I notice anything like that, or does he kind of just got clothes with nothing special?
He's wearing really basic little looking clothing, like some perhaps apprentice that lived within the city. Very basically dressed, very poorly dressed. Staff that's slightly sticking out of his bag. You can't tell any details of it other than it's that light gray ash that you find oddly familiar.
Is it something like that would be maybe? Is it like good quality by any look, or I can't really even tell at all? That would be serving of a decent.
In the woods, there's a lot of basic tree branches and such about you. You don't get that these are materials that you would typically work.
Hoping for something decent. I would have made him something or something like that. Worked on it. Okie dokie.
But I shouldn't stay out here long.
I'm gonna look over at Colin and be like, so what are we doing? In particular?
There is a cave far enough away from the port that it's not really messed with. But the water rush of the waves would drown out any sound. It's not somewhere that the church would have found, as they're not interested in the outside or the port of the town, but more so the town. the sailors might know about it, but possibly not.
So, does he know of a name for this place or something that he could describe it to her to have her know what he's talking about?
Uh, so you'll describe it, and she'll look confused for a little bit, and then nod. Oh, yeah, that's I know what you're talking about. Uh, that'll be fine.
Do you have a time frame for when he would be available?
I would think my father would only want to leave under the cover of night. He does not want to.
Haven't we all?
Is that what happened to you?
I
What,
was.
I hate when you guys ask for names. It is my
You-
least favorite thing.
you first.
His name is Philip.
Mm.
You do recall them mentioning captive for a bit. Try to kind of break them of their rebellious nature. You know, a few of them were whipped for their actions. Nothing as heard of so much worse.
Okay. Well, he's not going to mention that now, but perhaps when she's gone.
Okay. The girl kind of nod at all of you and get up, dust off her skirts. Right, well, if you've gotten everything from me that you need, I'll need that basket back.
No, we're keeping the basket.
Of course, and he will.
Getting that cradled under her arm, the redhead will stand and dust himself off and start kind of. And I suppose she'll go unless any of you are.
Redhead is. The redhead is going with?
Yeah, the boy is going with her.
The other druid. Well, before we do anything else, would like to. Can I leave like a hidden message on the bark of that? Yeah, the tree.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah, just to like mark it with like random bullcrap, nothing special, just as a marking so that we know that we've been here.
Yeah, that would be
Cool.
fine.
I was just going to say, as they're gone, Colin has some things to say.
Okay, so they depart.
At the moment.
Look over Colin with like a cocked head, like in question, not saying anything. Like,
I am pretty sure she heard everything that was said and knows where to meet.
And your reasoning verse.
What?
Your reasoning for thinking.
Random person that knew our location and knew we needed breakfast was not that random.
Threats that this girl's words are true.
I'm gonna just look at it. Go ahead, Fluffy.
I know a bit about her father. He might be of the.
Let us hope so. They hamper us.
Colin would like to go ahead and tell Apri that he should probably relax a little. Tell him that relaxing is a thing. And that
Yeah, you said Colin says, and I was like, I didn't say shit.
Yeah, sorry. Kane, Colin, my brain's kind of in like, huh?
Politics of the church is bad, the church is good, whatever. I'm staying the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
That conversation is none of my business.
Yeah. Yeah, Kane's just gonna share that, you know.
Followers aren't that great.
Their followers use these teachings for their own petty ambition. Is the dark for the sake of all, not to line our pockets.
Kane is curious, so I'm gonna ask Apri. So, who and what do you consider the darkness? Like, what about our current group members? Would you consider any of them to be heretics?
No, you are not heretics, for you do not hold this faith. You are.
Beliefs personally to be of a purging need.
You are all heathens. This
Okay,
is
so we're all
true.
heathens.
But you are also my kin. I would not disgrace the memory of my mother to see harm fall to you. Really, for those ignorant of their teachings.
Kane will shrug and nod, accepting his answer.
You said you are from their village?
Indeed.
While from their part of the...
Woo!
So I'm assuming we are going about our business now?
Oh. Oh.
My mother's moelle told she was well respected. She helped heal your sick and injured.
Kane, your
Yes.
master had mentioned this name. It happened when Sajin had moved into the town. Both of you young, her kind of parentless and on her own. She had walked. What is that called? A
Memorial?
memorial, yes. Which was kind of seemed to be just this collection of ashes and a mostly burnt down house. And when Sajin had entered the village, she had taken interest in this house and had almost granted herself banishment from the village when she'd wanted to kind of rebuild there. It was your master who gave her a tongue lashing, Sajin, into a cabin not far from his, but far from the memorial. Kindness and strength. Somebody that the village had taken quite a liking to. And one of the biggest tragedies that had ever scarred the village. He wouldn't really go into the tragedy. Speak of Moelle, who she was, how they were helped by her and her strength, her intellect. But they don't speak of the tragedy. And they're protective of the memorial. Sajin kind of got a whole lot.
Yes, no.
You would have also heard of Moelle, again, those rumors of this great healer, this intelligent and kind and strong woman. Said so.
Okay. Just making sure I was hearing this right.
So we have a lot of questions and an interesting little cliffhanger and a meeting coming up. So let's just stop here because it's time.
Yes, Elzazo, it is I, the Bacon Knight. Thank you for dropping in. We were actually just closing out tonight. Thank you, everyone.
And your souls, but we won't mention that.
Well,
Too late.
their souls will go on to the pure one. They will feed the Bramstock. As people are going to bravely face the terrible wrath of the Cordyceps cannibal, Shia LaBeouf.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you will.
I'm sure there.
And your phone is dead.
Your phone is dead.
Drop sending stone in water.
Yep.
God damn it.
Sending stone got dropped in the lake. All right. Well, take care, everyone.